Hello and welcome back to FAFO Friday with the Ballistic Machinist. And today we are going to do some testing with 10mm interceptors out of a black powder. Let's see what it does. Alright, don't forget to go swing by ballisticmachinist.com and sign up for our newsletter so you can get updates on when we got new releases and when things are going on. And a little bit of an update for the FAFO Fridays next week. We will not have a FAFO Friday video, but make sure you go check out the Where to Buy tab and pick up some interceptors so that when we start back the following week, we can keep doing this. All right, well, this is what we're going to do today. We got our 10mm interceptor prototypes. And I know it's kind of weird that we're going to do a video with them out of a black powder before they're actual pistols, but yeah, we're going to roll with it. So we're going to load these up in our 45 caliber muzzle loader. And first, we are going to start out by trying to get some chronograph data. We got one of the 10mm loaded up here in the black powder rifle, and we got 100 grains of the 777 powder, the pellets in there. And I had a lot of people leave comments with the last video saying that that wasn't black powder. I understand that 777 is not actual black powder, but it's a black powder setup and a black powder rifle. Anyways, we got the chronograph ready. And we're going to see if we can hit one of these steel plates down here at 100 yards. Let's give it a try. Oh, it helps if you take the safety off. All right, so that looks like we got 2,144 feet a second. Well, we got our first shot here was 2,144. We're going to take another shot to see what kind of consistency we're getting. Now, in the testing on these that I've done out of the handguns, and what I'm shooting for is out of a 3.8-inch barrel, I'm looking for about 1,500 feet per second to be a full power 10mm load. So we're going way faster than the intended speeds on these things. I've tested them out of a 6-inch barrel up to 1,800 feet per second. But we're going to do another shot here. The last one we think was high, so I'm going to aim a little lower and see what it does. It's really hard to tell. Oh yeah, so it is swinging down there, so we did hit it. This time we're at 2175. So let's go down and see what kind of an impact we can see on that steel target down there. All right, well, it's kind of hard to tell where we hit, but this is the only one that has a giant copper smear, so I'm going to assume that's where we hit for this round. Let's move on to some cool reactive targets. All right, well, we did a little bit of math, and at 2,175 feet a second, that is 1,418 feet or foot-pounds of energy. So we got 4 water jugs lined up down there, and we're going to send one at that and see what it does. And it looks like we might have just grazed it. I don't know. Let's go check it out. Well, these things seem to be shooting very high, but we just grazed the top of that one, and it split it all the way down, halfway down. And then you can see here where we went through there, went through the top of that one, and this one was right there. Went through just the top of it, took a big old chunk out of the cinder block, but all we can find on the table is a pedal. Now these things are going almost 400 feet per second faster than they are intended to go, so I'm not surprised to see a pedal ripped off. But we're going to move these around, and I'm going to try to aim lower and see if we can't get one through the bulk of those jugs. Well, we're going to try another shot. We know that they're shooting very high, so I'm going to aim right at the bottom of the jugs and see what we do to them. Let's try it. All right, that looks a lot better. Let's go check that one out. All right, well, we're down here, and this one is completely shredded. Just absolutely mangled. Next one, not sure where it entered, but it completely split that one, and it looks like we caught a pedal. I don't know if that's from the first bullet or the second bullet, but there is a pedal in there. And then, not really sure what happened to this one. Looks like we might have went high into this one as well. But right here is the base of the 10 millimeter. Let's try something else. Well, we got one loaded up in here with 50 grains of powder, and we got a little bit of water left in that jug. I just want to see if we can get one to open up. Let's try it. And I see it on the table. Let's go check it out. All right, well, we had that half a jug left there, so it completely blew that open. There's our little sabot wad. And there is the 10 mil Interceptor. Focused, come on. Opened up exactly like it should with 50 grains of the 777 black powder substitute. That right there, though, opens up over an inch. And that's what you're going to get every single time out of a pistol. Let's try something else. Well, I think the 10 mil Interceptors have been doing pretty good out of the black powder here. I was glad to see that when we dropped down to the 50 grains of powder that we were able to catch one with the, or have it expand and open up as it should. For this round, I have gone up to a max charge of 150 grain, and we're going to send it into one of them cinder blocks and just see what it does. So let's do it. All right, let's go check it out. Well, here we are down at our cinder blocks, and hopefully that camera caught something cool, but it just straight up annihilated a path right through the end of this block. Took out that whole corner, finished cracking this one over here in half, and probably continued on into the trees. But I hope you enjoyed this second black powder video, and thank you for watching.